everything. So I believe with time, people will just keep on flowing. So let's just start up. So your host today is Okafor the Christian, and I'm a creative designer at FlossDev uh, Pixolute also. So apart from the introduction, I'm here to actually tell you what works in design, because what works actually comes with communication, and most people don't know how to communicate to get that dream client. So I'm here to actually break it down for the little process, and believing that if there'll be time questions comes up in between, I'll see it on the jumbotron and I'll answer it. So going further, for anybody that will pick up this later on after now, I would like you to know that design has process. I'm not going to be displaying anything on the screen, apart from the next time I'm going to be doing video on this. But for the process of design, it actually involves understanding the needs of the user, clearly understanding the problem that you're solving. You know, most times people just jump in straight to taking up design to just do, even if it's any type of design actually. Let me say poster design, logo design, or UI UX design. Why I'm putting it up this way is that most people don't actually know what they are solving when they get designs. They just want to design for designing sake. Most people will tell you the name of their company is, let me use for instance, bottled tissue. And you as a logo designer, you just start trying to figure out how you're going to combine bottled tissue. I just use that as an instance. You know, that's unreal, you know, right? Do you guys get? To which, if you actually know the problem you are solving, which is clearly knowing the in-depth of what the company does, that's how you know that, okay, notwithstanding that the name is bottled tissue, I'm actually going to develop or design something that works in clear alignment with the goals of know the problem, understand, not just to know, you know, define the problem. Just tell me before you start ideating solution. Not just like sorting out a way to find solution. Knowing properly this is what I'm going to provide as a solution to this problem. So furthermore, you have to do your research, not just research. You have to know that after my research, because I know that you should know that before you design a logo, house, do your tool before. What is the communication strategy? So we, as in general, we measure our progress in design by communication. So if you actually design something that cannot communicate, that means you are lagging that part of design. You get make my speeches talking to people in real time. So eventually, if you actually see this later on, just know that I'm talking to you. You get that right? So for the communication process, for you to effectively communicate, not just in job searching, because you know most people will now think that the whole process out all this is just for job search. It comes in line to job search too, and it also comes in line to you actually know it out of your designs. Do you get? So for a successful design, we need to use a clear craft. I'm going to use instance on our next second meet. I don't want this first meet to exist to exceed sorry to exceed 15 minutes. Do you get? This a recurring stuff for this month of June that we're about to enter. So July that we're about to enter. So for every successful personnel, actually, communication is the key. So people coming to you for you to give them a design and wants you to communicate from your work. The person does not need to be present before the communication goes out. That's why it's the both in your one is needed in job getting. It's going to actually learn. But first, for the fresh start, we are going to continue on the strategy of communication. So as after the effective design, and you have to actually showing out the needs to communicate what you are doing. Because if you don't communicate, I don't know, communication. I know that it's not all about the money, it's all about the results you are going to show afterwards. I told you guys that this first meet will not exceed 15 minutes. We still have an ongoing meets for knowing fully well that you should be result oriented. Like the only thing you should have in mind is just the result. Have it in mind that the main purpose of showing out your craft is just to get results. You get that, right? And for that, if you design without your design properly communicating, if you design without your design properly communicating, I don't know what the design is all about then. Not just to communicate, to keep the communication yet with the client after your works. I said something on this flyer to which is patience is actually the key to proper communication. If you don't have a proper patience with your with whom you are working with, I feel you like flow out of anger. You get right? So for this, the only thing you should have in mind is that okay, I need to create results, not just create results that are significant. You get right? So that's majorly what we're going to be looking at also. And next is that our design and communication process is designed to drive real results by understanding your needs, crafting effective solution for your customers alone. See, if you are the type of person that is always ashamed to carry out your craft on your head, I feel by the end of the day, that will be where your limitations will be. I'm going to talk about the limitations I had during the process of this designing. And for now, I think I'm going to make this brief, which is the end here, calling this the official first time I'm opening this. So in between, I'll still be coming out to like make out flows of the processes and the results that I've actually gotten with proof. But for now that I was able to show out my face and my environment in the next meet, I'll show that up. So thank you all if you come across this meeting, because the major purpose of this is not just to actually present why people are here, it's just to keep on doing that as a series till time being. So thank you all. In case if you come up and watch this to the end, remain blessed.